Pete!
Hello!
In this episode, it's a platform for us to talk about our favourite scenes of all time. We're not going to miss any. What could possibly go wrong?
What?
They're talking Crass, yeah. They're talking Crass, yeah. They're talking Crass, yeah. They're talking Crass, yeah. Crass. 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 They're talking Crass, yeah. They're talking Crass, yeah.
Hello, and welcome to Talking Crass, people. In this episode, Pete and I will be discussing the greatest film scenes of all time. Pete, we're going to start off with fan shouts first in this episode, because there's that bloody many.
Right.
We're going to listen to people's scenes, and then we're going to try and hit up a few of our own. We will probably try and make a top 10, but I mean, how many have you got, Pete?
32. No, 20 odd?
I've got like 20 odd.
Yeah.
And I think if you hear B going, oh fuck, at any time he's thought of another one.
This is like 10 minutes preparation. I keep on remembering ones.
I mean, it's not like we've done a podcast recently, because I think it's another week and a half.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, we're bi-weekly now, B.
It's not like we've had loads of time to get our shit together, and we definitely haven't done that.
To be fair though, I'm finished uni now, you're finishing uni. And I mean, then we're going to put 3 out a week, aren't we?
Save that for the banks.
Okay.
Remember we said we're putting 3 videos out a week.
When?
I said videos, so it doesn't actually mean podcast.
When's Solo out? Is it only out in America? Is that why everyone's going, like, there's reviews and that on YouTube now?
I have no idea.
I don't think it's out in England yet.
Sometimes a studio will release to the YouTube nation a week before preview.
Really?
So there's a kind of a lift, an embargo on reviews.
Yeah.
Once you make it to the echelon of them, you know you've made it basically.
Pete, do you want to make any comments on the lovely mug I'm drinking out of right now?
It's one of a kind because there was a misprint.
Is that why I've got the misprint?
So you've got the only misprint.
How is it a misprint?
Because the usual ones have Talking Crash logo.
No, it's not a misprint. What I did was...
That's the only one that's correct.
No, there's a few like this with both logos on.
Is there?
Because I
No,
thought...
there isn't. I checked every one.
No, there's 4 Thor?
4?
There's 4.
Odinson.
There's 4 that's got both logos on each side.
Right.
And then there's the rest have just got the Talking Crass logo and the @ on the back.
Right.
I've posted a few out.
Right.
Some people might be left-handed and have double-sided ones.
Right.
Because I got them for right-handed people.
Okay.
Do you get what I said there?
How can you have a left-handed or right-handed mug?
Because if you're drinking a mug like that...
Aye.
Right, see I'm left-handed.
Oh!
The logo will be on the other side.
You idiot. So is this the left-handed variant?
I got the right-hand ones. Isn't that bad? Is that racist to
No.
right-handed people? Because we got the mugs right-handed.
How can you be John? Discriminatory.
Okay.
Well, it's not even discriminatory. It's leftist.
It's a race of
But
right-handed
Ned
people.
Flanders is going to go nuts on us. But only 14% of the population's left-sided anyway, aren't they? Correct?
Anyway, we've got
I
some
don't
new
know.
merch. Check the Twitter.
40 or 14? There's a 4
I don't
in
know,
there.
right? Check the Twitter. Like, retweet. Anyone who follows. Answer the question. Question's quite good. Stuntmen.
Stuntmen.
There you go.
Should we lie about handcrafting them?
We definitely use... That's always been something that interested me.
What?
Like
clay?
Ghost? No,
Ghost?
just the clay.
Right, if what Ghost's interested, yeah.
I don't know what ghosts do, but like, just I want one of the clay. I want to feel the clay in my fingers.
That's absolute serial killer stuff. Do you believe in ghosts?
Do I believe in ghosts?
Aye.
No, because I've never seen one. Although,
What? So you're saying any item is untrue until you've seen it?
Yes.
What about
Name an item.
Africa?
Name an item I haven't seen.
Africa?
I've been to Gambia.
Oh shit. New Zealand.
There's YouTube evidence.
You've got us on that one. Hold on. So there's YouTube evidence of ghosts?
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
No, there's not. Just people making it up.
Well,
You
couldn't
can't,
someone
class
made...
an, you can't class an orb as a ghost.
Someone
by the
could have
way.
made New Zealand up.
You
and
can't
just-
class an orb as a ghost.
I don't care though, but by that principle, someone could have shot Australia and said it was New Zealand. You would never know.
There's like a New Zealand embassy in there though.
Fuck it.
I don't know. Anyway, I haven't
to
seen a
poke
ghost.
holes.
Do I believe it? No.
Brilliant.
Although
don't
I
either.
might have.
Sorry to shatter you.
I still like an old, like, you know when people go and have weddings like in the countryside mansions.
What,
And
like
it's like
weddings?
a hotel
Like
mansion
weddings?
type.
Like a wedding mansion.
Like a wedding mansion.
Right.
And I stopped in rather than the little room, made me ex-girlfriend stopped in like the bridal suite
Right, that's
because
weird.
it was spare or something like that.
Wow.
And honestly, it was this big room, massive curtains.
Did the girl at the time think there was some sort of meaning to that, or was it by chance?
Dad said we were getting married to get an upgrade.
That is so funny.
So we went in, it was like pitch black, and I just felt something weird, like it
Right.
wasn't her.
You felt something weird.
Like
Go into more detail.
Ghostly. You know when you get a ghost.
What does that mean?
I
You
was
just
just
felt it?
I was struck with fear. I was lying in bed and I was struck with fear.
Right, is that just fear?
It might be, I don't know. Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
Is the reason I'll give you a reason why I don't believe in ghosts. Why do you not believe in ghosts?
Because it's a load of shite.
What would scare you most? A ghost visiting you,
Yeah.
or a spider?
A ghost spider? No, man, spiders are awful.
Right. Okay.
I don't know, some genetic fucking information passed on from our Neanderthal friends. Or spider bad, you know, poison. It's in there somewhere.
So you saying your ghost is gonna be Neanderthal?
No, what I'm saying
I thought
is...
you had like a caveman go and visit
No,
you
the
in
reason-
ghost form
No.
and give you all of life's mysteries.
No.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, the reason I fear something that can't hurt us at all is maybe genetic based, but there's no proof of that because I haven't read up on it at all. So it's probably because there was a rubber spider toy dropped on my head as a child. I don't know.
Grands?
Grand.
There's a massive rubber spider at Grands.
Yes, but I liked
Anyway,
it.
We're digressing here.
I liked it.
We're not talking about ghosts, we're talking about the greatest scenes in film.
Okay.
So
Ghost. Patrick Swayze. Great
That
scene.
should be in there, shouldn't it?
No.
No.
Ding ding.
Ding,
Get on
ding.
silent.
That's not mine.
It's not mine.
Dad's, I think. It's the ghosts.
Oh, man.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Right, so we're going to go into the listeners' list of greatest scenes.
The listeners.
I like what we've done there.
Thanks.
Should we do the disclaimer now or later?
What's the disclaimer? What? Spoilers for all? Right.
Right.
Tell them that at the end.
Obviously, if you listen to this podcast, brace yourself. There could be a few spoilers in this. I don't know what else to say. It will spoil a few scenes if you haven't seen the film. I'm guessing.
What do you mean? What else to
If
say?
we shout,
Spoilers?
if we're going to shout the film first, and if you haven't seen it, you're going to have to just skip on,
Skip on
and hope for the best.
and pray for... Hold out for England.
The disclaimer is only to us, so we can see it right now. Disclaimer.
Disclaimer to us.
Right.
Whoa, is
This
it
is our top 10 when we
Right.
mention it. The beauty of film is that everyone's opinions matter and none are the same. Right? Nevertheless, in true Talking Crass style, we'll be going through our top 10. They'll be in no particular order, and the struggle will be me and B trying to get all of these films into a top 10.
Okay.
Which we should have done before the podcast, but then we decided, no, it'd be a good idea to just rock it out while we're talking.
Absolutely.
Okay?
I've just thought of another one. Ding, ding.
You haven't said what you meant to.
Oh, fuck.
That's the one. Should we hit the listeners list first, B?
Absolutely.
Right, so we've got Jake here, Jake Collison. Been listening to a few episodes, top man. I think it's about time to enter him into Crass Alibade.
About time, great film. Think it should go in there. What?
Jake, welcome. You're in Crass Haller.
Jake's coming in, is he?
He's coming in.
Open the doors.
The doors are open. Shut them behind you. It's a secret club. I'm rambling.
Is it? Remember the time I always thought that Norse mythology was offensive to religious people?
Yeah, let's not mention that again.
Hilarious.
Beat Jake says, there's a huge list of scenes that come to me. However, one that sticks out in a bittersweet way to me is the one from The Wrestler.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable
The
film.
bit where his whole life crumbles around him, or
Let's hope someone going to pause in quickly there.
why?
If I haven't seen the rest of that.
Oh, what? We said spoilers?
Yeah, I know it is supposed to.
Alright, is it a spoiler to say his life crumbles?
He says you can
down?
guess which you can guess which scene I mean, and you've guessed the wrong scene.
The end scene.
Yeah,
the
the end
happiness. He's back in. But
such
he might
such
die.
emotion weighs heavy in this when you realise it's the end.
I love it. Great scene.
It's a good film.
Not on my list.
Can we talk about how Mickey Rourke got jacked out of his mind for it?
Mickey Rourke got jacked out of his mind. Marissa Tomei is semi-naked in it.
Yeah.
For all those who are interested in that. Mickey Rourke's face is the biggest thing. What's happening there? I love Mickey
There's
Rourke.
not enough time in this podcast to discuss that.
I love Mickey Rourke, right? And I hope he takes no offence to this, but it looks like someone got deep fryer fat and like syringed it into his cheeks.
My best mate was going out with a girl, right?
Right.
And I give them a lift somewhere, and I cracked a Mickey Rourke.
Rourke.
I cracked a Mickey Rourke joke,
Yes.
and she didn't know who Mickey Rourke was.
Sad.
Nevertheless, the relationship's now ended.
Okay.
Beat Bosk's here.
Ask.
Legend. He says, I know this will be controversial. I love any sentence that starts with that. But the scene in Titanic where Jack and Rose are at the front of the boat is incredibly iconic. I wouldn't argue the point.
Iconic.
It's very iconic.
I'd agree with that.
Just happens to be the movie I am personally not a fan of. So you're not a fan of the movie, but you point out an iconic bit.
Alright with Titanic, I think it's ridiculous.
He also
But
says
I love it.
at the end there's room for, there's enough debris for two people.
That is
Like,
absolutely
why does
true.
he die?
I spent a good 20 minutes in my film class talking about that
Did
with
you?
my teacher.
What was there?
Everyone agreed. There was no argument.
That he could have just jumped on.
He had like
It was like it wasn't
a
even
piano lid. Isn't it a piano lid or something?
It's a drawer. It's like a wardrobe.
A drawer.
It's
Is
a wardrobe.
is it
innit?
actually foreshadowed in the thing? Because that'd be clever if there was like a special drawer where the jewel was kept.
No, I don't think so.
Oh. I like poetry like that shit, but yeah, fuck you, James Cameron. You're a legend,
Fuck you, James
but you
Cameron.
might be nuts. I don't know.
Bossol said, I've been thinking about this over the week and I have a couple more that I can't believe I forgot.
Oh, don't you worry. The things we're not going to see is going to be
That's the worrying
ridiculous.
thing. But we've got Ghostbusters, when Ray brings Mr. Stay Puft to life.
Isn't that just a great sentence?
We've got Heat,
Heat,
the dinner scene.
good stuff. I'm currently playing Payday 2, Heat-esque. You
Huh?
rob banks.
Yeah, fair enough. Alien, John Hurt gives birth.
Love it.
That might be mentioned, Bob.
Absolutely incredible.
And then Aliens, get away from her, you bitch.
Unbelievable as well.
Have I mentioned Aliens in my list? Have you mentioned Aliens in yours?
Nope.
Come on to it. I feel
Pardon me.
Aliens needs to be in there. The problem is, we've got
Alien
so many
does,
films.
not Aliens.
That's something.
I love. I think Aliens is a better film as well. But
Aliens
it's
is
just
real.
ridiculous.
Have we done Aliens?
No,
Christ,
we did.
We need to
Alien.
do Aliens.
We did Covenant.
That's got to be the next bloody
We
Aliens
did
film we do.
Covenant. Remember the first one, John?
I remember the first one, Pete.
How funny.
But we've got Az here, at Az vs. the World. Give him a follow, people. He's given us a top 10. Very brave of him.
Oh wow!
I'm going to read it off.
10 of them.
Number 10. Every fucking scene from Predator. And he's at us Razza and Geeks and Training. Geeks and Training, good podcast. Give them a listen to, people. Also, me mate, we were discussing this the other day, and I was like, what's the podcast's going to do? Greatest scenes in film?
Yeah.
What's your favourite scene? He says when
me.
when they just all open up in the jungle.
Right.
That's his favourite
They're doing
scene.
a thing. Yeah, unbelievable.
I mean, why not?
My favourite bit's when Tommy decides to take the spiritual ground and just machetes his chest
Just
and goes, "I'll have you now, 101."
unreal.
Also, when
That happens on a bridge as well, doesn't it?
log bridge.
I think.
Also, I love how he's called Tommy.
Of course it does.
When Jesse Ventura is in the plane and he's like, "This shit will turn you into a sexual tyrannosaur."
What was the other one you said that probably isn't correct nowadays?
We'll
in film?
skip past
Are you
it.
leaving that?
It's got insensitive language in.
That can only be said in the 80s.
Yes.
Number 9. Leo trying to climb into a Lamborghini in Wolf of Wall Street off his face.
I know, that was a really funny thing.
Braveheart speech to empower the Scots.
See, I missed that.
That could be in there.
I looked into his eyes.
Beaches of Normandy, Saving Private Ryan, number 7.
That's in maybe.
That might be in mine. Rocky 4, trainer montage, Rocky vs Drago, when he's in the bloody hut. Drago! Sam Jackson preaching in Pulp Fiction.
Good stuff.
4, We Have a Hulk, Avengers.
I like it.
3, The Cantina, Star Wars.
My friend doesn't like you either.
Casino. Don't fuck with the golden Jew in his pen. And number 1, Godfather scene at the end. Have you seen it?
Which you haven't spoiled for us, thank you.
And I'm not going to spoil it. I was going to spoil it there.
Wow.
End scene's great.
Is it?
It's great. But we've got Dakota's Movies here, at Dakota's Movie. Give him a follow. He says, I have a brief list of these scenes. It says the beach scene at the end of American History X. I like American History X. It's a hard film though to watch.
The beach scene.
You know what?
Beach scene? Is that the basketball court?
I haven't seen it in age. I
can't remember.
But the beauty of this is I'm going to go back and have a look at some of these films what people said.
I know the
so
ending of it, but okay.
You know what sticks out in my mind with American History X?
Yeah.
When he breaks his fucking head on a curb.
Well,
With
one
curbs
down. We're one down already.
The ending of American Beauty.
Oh, why did I miss that out?
Which is very much real life now.
And, well, not full sale yet, but
Okay.
it might happen.
The scene in The Fountain. Have you heard of The Fountain before or not?
No.
I haven't. I'm going to have to check it out.
Fountain? Is that got Hugh Jackman in?
I'm not going to read the next bit what Dakota's Movie said.
What?
Kind of might give it away.
What?
I'm
In the
not gonna-
movie?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Crumbling House and Eternal Sunshine.
Great scene. We've already read all this, have we not?
No.
What? Didn't we read this last time?
We were talking about it when it got tweeted.
Ah.
Ups, sad scene. That gets in for me, by the way. We'll discuss that later on.
Oh, I might put
If
that
it's,
down.
if it's the same one I'm thinking of.
Good point to make, by the
Um,
way, quickly. In university, that is used as the benchmark of, like, how to tell a story.
In 3 minutes.
In 30 seconds.
Unreal.
Great visual imagery.
Video messages in Interstellar. Matthew
Oh,
McConaughey, when did he turn into a good actor?
just after Tropical Thunder,
Tropical
when he was
Thunder.
like Tom Cruise's manager. Great stuff.
Synadoc, New York preacher scene.
Citadoc. I have no idea.
know.
What's Citadoc?
I'm hoping I've pronounced that
I
right.
am 100% guessing you're not pronouncing that right.
You're probably right.
So Sido Dooku. No, I don't know what it is. I'm sorry. I'll look at it.
It's like that with Synadochi.
I'll have a look. I'll have a look at it.
But we've got Craig Tolley here, one legend, friend of the podcast.
Bring him in.
He says, when Ricky Tomlinson quotes Rudyard Kipling's "if" during the press conference in Mike Bassett, England manager.
Incredible.
Hashtag 44fucking2.
Incredible.
Let you in on a secret. We're getting more mics. We're having a few cans, watching Mike Bassett, and getting all the lads on the podcast before the World Cup. There you go.
That's brilliant. But what do you do? Like, that bit was funny. How do you do a comedy?
I don't know.
Can people give us tips?
We've always struggled to do comedies because we find looking at a
Have
film.
we ever done a comedy? We've always gone to do one and go, well, what do we say? Oh, that bit was funny in the film.
I know.
That's a great joke.
It would
none
just
of-
end up us quoting.
they're all-
It would end up us quoting the film and just laughing at each other.
a lot of comedies.
As an example, Step Brothers Boo.
We sail around the world, we go port to port. Every time I come with my videos, like, what? Anyway, a lot of
There you go.
comedies are vehicles. Just the plot
Yeah.
is just a pure
Yeah.
vehicle to turn on the jokes. But, you know, what can you do?
We've got Yox here. He says the bit where there's 2 girls and 1 cup.
What?
Yox always lowering the tone.
I like it.
Have you seen 2 girls and 1 cup, B?
Have I?
Oh, I was hoping for you to see it. I haven't, and then I was going to show you it live on air.
Brilliant. Well, you can't.
It's pretty disgusting.
I've seen a lot of stuff.
I couldn't unsee that. We've got at Kooks10, Cootie, went out to see him Hitchin this weekend. Had a great time.
Well done.
Kook says, the ending of 7. Don't open the box.
Spoilers.
That might it might be mentioned.
Maybe.
Got James at Beanpole. Give him a follow. He says the 10th scene in Brokeback Mountain. Hashtag don't open the box.
I like it. Very well done.
We've got Nick. He says the car chase in the multi-story car park in Tomorrow Never Dies. Objectively, not a great Bond film, but it was one of my first experience with the Bond franchise, and as a kid, I just loved that scene in particular. Now, I like this because I know people go, oh, well, how can that make it into your greatest scene? But again, it's a matter of opinion. And these scenes are scenes where you watch them and it affects you emotionally, and you look back at it. There you go. That's what I'm saying. There's a few in here which you'll go, John, you can't put that in because I know what you like. You're a snob.
Well, I'm not saying that, but maybe it's, I don't know, satirical. All I'm saying is...
I remember that scene from that film and it sticks out in my mind. Probably because our mum and dad had the BMW, I think. Not the one with rockets on, just like
I'm
a standard
sure-
BMW.
I'm
about the
sure
time.
Pierce Brosnan was my dad. I'm sure. I'm sure.
Oh, how life would have been different. Instead, it's not someone walking out in the pyjamas going, "You need to get that fucking gladiator scene in."
More like Piers Branston. Anyway, I'm pretty sure we had the phone, didn't we? The one with the stupid fucking joysticks.
It was unreal. Oh,
Not here.
you know what I had? The Walter PPK thing.
What? How
The-
did you know
the
a
gun?
How did you know a gun at England?
Not the actual not the actual gun. It was like plastic,
gun.
but it was unreal. Like if I
Wow.
went to rob a bank with this plastic gun, everyone would hit the deck.
Brilliant.
That's
Is that the gauge of how good a present is?
Yeah,
If
it
you
was
can tap into a
unreal.
bank and rob
the
it.
Walter PPK.
Wow.
Anyway,
I appreciate that sending. It hits home when we were young.
cheese, Nick. We've got Lily here at LA Lily. Give her a follow. Oh, she's gives a list as well. 5-1. 5. Any scene with Edna Mode in The Incredibles.
I love that. I love this because I'm going to use it as well. Any scene in film.
4. Campfire scene in Easy Rider.
Oh, great stuff.
Good scene.
Great stuff.
3. The rotating hotel hallway in Inception. I bloody loved Inception, and I wanted to get this in, but I'm not sure whether it's made the list.
We've got
Time. What about the end when Hobbs' spinner doesn't spin?
I haven't got that in.
Oh shit. 2. 7. What's in the box?
It's there again.
It's popular. And number 1, Godfather 2 with Fredo and Michael.
Doing what?
I can't really explain to you, but it's a great scene.
So Fredo, was it 10
This is one of these
pence or
things where
20?
you say you're gonna watch it, and you don't watch it for like 5 years.
Let's get me joke out.
Okay.
Was Fredo 10 pence or 25? Economy joke. Moving on.
Kevin writes stuff, Kevin. Kevin says, this scene in Grosse Point Blank, you learn from about Martin and his feelings towards his father, and ultimately what may have killed his father, in 20 seconds than any amount of dialogue could have told us. That was what I said in the bedroom, B.
Don't need to watch that anymore. And I was
Shit.
I haven't seen that film. What is that film? But then I've watched a compilation of the
Have you
greatest.
seen Grosse Point Blank?
No, I haven't. But what I have seen is a compilation of the greatest film lines in the history ever. And one of them's out that film where it's like, who made Crystal Skull vodka?
Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd sitting across from John Cusack, and he's like, "I'm going to shoot you in the head and then fuck the brain hole," and then that's the line out the
Lovely,
film.
lovely B.
All right.
But you've got the monster closet here. Give him a follow, Peter. The magnificently... I can't speak.
Wow.
I'm hungover. The magnificently vague scene between Wallace and Deckard in Blade Runner 2049 that works if you think he's a replicant or not. Yeah?
All right. I thought you were going to say Wallace and Gromit, so I didn't pay attention
What
past whatever you just said.
I enjoyed Blade Runner 2049. I know you didn't, did you?
I thought it was okay.
I thought it was a good film.
I thought it was good.
Long. It was a long film.
I thought it was... The best parts of that film are in the first film. There's no real...
The best parts of that film are in
Yes.
the first film.
Yeah.
Moving
That's what
on.
I've got for it. There you go.
The first truck chase in T2. Unreal, by the way.
Unbelievable. And that only makes it in because you can clearly see it's not Arnold Schwarzenegger
On the bike. It was this bloody stunt dude, wasn't it?
You've
who
got to
had
go,
the thing?
"Oh, how much of these glasses can we get away with covering this guy's face?" I love it.
The final 2 sins scene in 7. Again. 7
Boom.
scene.
See how he's gone the step extra? 2 scenes, not just box.
Joker Batman interrogation in Dark Knight.
Great stuff, but I would have put that in, but it's not the best in the film.
Right. Eyes out for Dark Knight though. Hydra reveal in Winter Soldier. So you find out Hydra's like
or like
Yeah.
part of Shield.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Spoilers.
What? Are we not spoiling
No,
things?
everyone spoils. I just like wind you up because you the face after.
I have a
We've
real
got
problem.
Bing, and I've just got Chum written down here because he put a gif in.
Chum?
Jaws.
Oh,
When
Chum
you know he's
Bucket.
shoveling Chum Bucket in.
Unbelievable.
Unreal scene.
I love
First-
Bing's undying support for Jaws
Jaws
in every
every
sort of
time.
podcast.
We want to do Jaws, but we're holding off to do it with Bosk and Bing sometime.
Are we?
Yeah, we are.
Right.
When Neo wakes up in the real world, he says he remembers this when the first time he saw her straight away and always remembers it. What do you think of that?
Doesn't he faint like? Is that the bit where he faints like 5 minutes later?
I think so.
Very cool.
Uh,
Oh, that's really good actually because there's like a total change in the entire film, like color palette wise. And it's good actually. I like
yeah.
that.
Luke, I am your father.
Of course.
And then you end off with saying, obviously when the chief stands up from chumming the water after Jaws surfaces and says to Quint, you're going to need a bigger boat.
Big time.
That was on the end, but I just saw the gif. But we've got Connor Watson here. The end scene in The Patriot.
I love these shouts.
At NTFTT Pod, give them a follow, people. Also, members of the Loosely Connected Network, where we were all on. We always say it's great to be part of, like, I think the lads are from America, and how we're part of that network is just ridiculous.
Bridge the
That's
gap.
what I love about podcasting.
We should be handling the European Union talks
We should be.
just based on that
Put
information
us in
alone.
front of Trump. Let's see how that goes down.
We will negotiate.
At NTFTT Pod have said, beat Captain America vs Winter Soldier's hand-to-hand fight before Winter Soldier's mask is taken up.
Boom.
Or Captain America's elevator fight. I enjoyed the elevator fight.
Elevator's the standout for me.
Yeah.
Flips that motherfucker with his foot. It's like a skateboard from 1999, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, whatever.
We've got Razza here. Also runs a podcast, Geeks in Training. Give them a listen to, people.
Go, go, go.
Says the boat scene in Captain America.
A lot of
Winter Soldier.
affinity for the Infinity Boys.
The flea circus scene in Jurassic Park. Now I love this one. It hits you emotionally.
I like it, but if
Is this when he explains?
how he began the park?
Yeah, and that dream.
Gives
She's
you a
got the
bit
nice little Jurassic Park theme in the background.
It's so easy for that type of character in any other film to be the maniacal bad guy, but
Yeah.
it does gives you a bit of empathy for him. What I was going to say is, if we're going Jurassic Park, that's not the standout for
Are
me.
you go Jurassic Park?
I'm going Jurassic Park, but I think I've just put Jurassic Park down so and
Just Jurassic
specified what the actual
Um,
scene is. We'll think about it when it comes to
But
it.
we've got 20-word movie reviews. Give them a follow.
Right.
We've just tweeted them, actually. Great little premise. They've got to obviously do a movie review, and guess what?
30 words.
20 words.
What?
The scene in the calf from Godfather. Unbelievable scene.
What happens in it?
I can't believe Beat hasn't even seen The Godfather.
What happens in it?
I'm not telling you.
Tested well.
I'm just reading on because I don't want to give it away, but the way Pacino portrays all his emotions through his eyes is something else.
Okay.
That's all I'm telling you, Beat.
Who's Don Corleone? Who is that?
Don Corleone.
Aye.
That's like The Godfather.
Ah, Marlon Brando.
Yeah, but technically, yeah,
Oh!
that's Marlon Brando.
Technically, the Don is a name that passes down to.
Let's go. NSFW history. He's one of my many faves. It's not the best of them, but the one that perhaps made the biggest impression on me as a young guy. This and Amelie walked me to what film could be.
Oh, shit.
And I think you put a gif in there, and I can't remember what the gif is.
Right. What were the two films again?
This and Amelie. So
This?
I think I
haven't
need to go back and
I've
have a look.
seen
I'm-
Amelie.
I'm gonna- I don't think it's this. I think he said this and
That?
put a picture in.
Oh, right.
But I'm not
There's
looking
not
at the
a film-
picture.
There's not a film called This.
Bear with us. Bear with us. Let's go.
Let's go. Right, we're back.
Lavinia Titus and the Volatile Body. We've just watched it.
He hasn't pronounced it right, definitely. Obviously,
I don't know what to say. I'm quite emotionally struck by that.
you've been taken back. It's your favourite scene. We've watched it. Obviously, it can be broken down and interpreted in different ways. The micro expressions and all that. John belts out, "Oh my God, she's got twig arms!" Right, so that's a level we've got to. We don't know if the scene's any good.
But it's me. That's what I love. I want to watch the film now. Why is she got twig arms?
She does have twig arms.
Okay. And why
That
is the
is
blood coming out of
true.
my mouth?
Right, it's a metaphor.
For what? Got wood.
The Earth's dying. All right.
Well done.
And the Vulture from Amazing Spider-Man 2 needs to save it.
He
Let's
was
go.
unbelievable there, by the way.
Okay.
Right, Beat, it's time. It's our list. Do we need to say the disclaimer again? No, we don't.
No.
We'll probably miss loads out. This is what we think are the greatest scenes in film.
Right.
And this is where in 10 years' time, when we're still doing the podcast and I'm fully grey, people look back at this and go, "You fucking idiots." And we get loads of hate off it.
I love it.
Beat, how are we going to do this?
Are
Are we going to go one for, are we gonna go 1 for 1?
I?
Right, okay, we'll go 1 for 1. And then, I've got a bit of paper down here, and if we agree that it's got a chance of going into the top 10, we write it on the paper.
Right.
Did you get this? That's how we're going to whittle it down.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. We're doing this live.
Let's go.
It's live. Right. My first one.
Yep.
Step Brothers boat scene.
Is the entire thing a joke or not?
Nina Maria, the Santa Marina.
Oh,
What is it? Go
I'll
on.
do you in the bottom while you're drinking sangria. Nachos and lemon heads and my head's boat. You won't go down because the dick can float.
There you go. It's an excuse for you to say that, mate.
Brilliant.
Is it going in or not?
No.
What about you wrecked my fucking boat, you goons?
Well done.
Moving on, mate. Your first one.
First
so
one.
are we saying that Step Brothers is not going into this list?
No.
Okay.
First one for me, Coach Carter. No.
Coach Carter.
No,
it's
that's
a great film.
It's a joke one though. I mean, I guess the respect scene. You know, he's like talking to the guy out of.
All I remember is the Twister song that came out. Remember Twister?
I can't
Real
remember
song.
that song. Right, that was a joke because he said think of a joke one. Although Coach Carter's a great film.
So we're skipping past that one.
Yes.
Going well so far.
Right, first one. Boom. Save it, Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Opening.
That's in.
In it goes.
I'm writing it down now. Shaving Ryan's private.
John Williams score. Check.
Right.
Blood. Check. Blood of the innocent men who shouldn't have gone. I don't know. There you go.
It's
Incredible
for me,
stuff.
Probably the greatest opening 10 minutes of any film in history
Right.
of what I've seen. Is that a bold statement?
It's a bold statement.
Do you agree? Do you disagree?
I don't know. Because I can't think of any because I'm an idiot, I'll agree with you. And because I don't want to think about it. But there you go. Well done.
There you go.
Arms
Gotta
are
be
coming
in.
off.
Right, I've got one of our favourite film of all time,
Right.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
We get a lot of stick for that, by the way.
Do we?
should,
From who?
We should probably say The Godfather or something.
We
But
should.
for a time when we were watching and for a film that we can always go back to and enjoy so much, The Dark Knight is up there, whether you agree or disagree. But for me in particular, the final scene, the watchful protector,
Yes.
that when he's talking to Gary Oldman, I just think
Silent
it's
Guardian.
I think it's brilliant. What is it? You will be chased or something like that.
You'll condemn me. You'll hunt me, set the dogs on me, or something
That's
like
it.
that.
Like. It's just fucking beautiful,
It's poetic.
and it's enjoyable how it's like not a happy ending.
No, not at all.
And
He's the
I
bad
enjoy that.
guy.
He's got to be the bad guy to be Batman.
The GPCD will hate him. It's perfect Batman mythology set up. Boom, end the series there. He's Batmaning about, and it's the comic books from there on out, and he have his little adventures.
Yeah.
He's forever Batman. He's immortalised as proper Batman.
So you didn't want to see a third film?
That
mate?
is where it ends.
You didn't want to see a third
I did
film?
not want to see a
Although
third film.
an honourable mention,
So poetic.
honourable mention for the scene in the third one
Yes.
when he's talking to Gary Oldman again. And he says,
When we Frank Cabrera.
not the Frank Cabrera at the end with Michael Caine. When he's talking to Gary Oldman, he says, "Sometimes all it takes is for a man to put a coat over a young boy's shoulders
That's the worst.
and tell him it's all gonna be all right."
That's the worst impression. Leave the impression to me. Jesus.
Okay. Right.
Rachel!
Dark Knight ending scene, is that a maybe?
What?
The ending scene in The Dark Knight, is that a maybe? It's got to be because it's our favourite film. How would it not be in?
It's a maybe.
It's a maybe and it's not going in even though it's our favourite film.
Right.
Is that where you separate scenes from films?
Yes.
Overall, you can have a great scene, but it might not be a great film.
Boom, you've got it.
Right, okay.
Next
Yours.
one for me, 7.
7's got to go in.
I'll see it, so you don't have to.
7's down. What's in the box? Do we spoil this or not? Or do we need to spoil it? I think not. If you've seen 7, you understand what we mean. The ending scene when Brad Pitt...
I think seeing what's in the box, if you haven't seen the film and you hear that information,
Yeah.
you can deduce
Well, you can, but what you expect...
by the end of the film what's happened there. You know what I mean?
I'm sure that I knew what was in the box.
I don't know if I did. No,
But-
I didn't, but I didn't know the second punchline.
Right,
Oh, wait,
okay.
did I? Did I? Oh, he didn't know. Wait, no, it tells you in the film! Because she's... Oh,
Right, leave it. We're not...
it tells you...
We said spoilers, but if we can get away, we're not
I
spoiling.
can't
we're not gonna
remember.
spoil it.
I might have been young
That
when
goes
I saw
in
it,
7.
so-
Excellent film, by the way.
Yes.
And for someone who's only in it for like half the film, Kevin Spacey's unbelievable.
7 out of 10.
And then we could really go on to talk about whether we can see him as a
We
good
can
actor.
talk about the ethics of liking something before the bad deeds.
So now you know what Kevin Spacey's done. Does that alter the way you look at 7 or
True.
the stuff he's acting in?
Weird.
I still think it's a good film. It's like
Yes.
I don't think it'll ever just. I know he's done bad things, but he's a good actor.
I'm not excusing him for the bad things
No, we're not
he's done,
excusing
but
him for that, but
I
we
like
can't
his
not-
performance.
We can't not like the
which
film
is separate
because of
from
that.
his actions
Or
in
can
real
you?
life.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, let's not go into
It's
it.
odd. It's very weird.
It's me to go, B.
You to go.
Binary Sunset, Star Wars.
That's on the list.
Is that in the top 10?
We don't even need to argue.
Yeah, I'm writing that down. Just go, beat.
Me, Goodfellas, The Wanna.
The Warner.
Aye.
I like Goodfellas.
Right.
It's not making the list though.
Okay.
Simple as. Do you want to explain your point, beat?
It's like, oh, no.
What? Have you said oh fuck and thought of another one?
I thought of another one which is better.
In
which is
Goodfellas.
Good. It's The Godfather.
You haven't seen The
I've
Godfather?
seen this one scene. It's just
Okay.
like that one shot.
What's the scene?
Right at the start, the dinner. Is it the dinner table scene?
What, when Peter's coming to see him?
Yes.
Aye.
We'll go with that.
Okay.
Is it making it in or
Hold
not?
on, you've gone. What have you gone from there? You've gone from Goodfellas to Godfather, two separate films.
It's like the one take shot in the Godfather, not Goodfellas.
Okay, the one take shot when he's sitting at the table and everyone from the wedding's coming to see him.
I think so. I could be
Right.
wrong.
It's not going in.
Okay.
But I've got Star Wars again.
Right.
Empire. 2 shouts. We need to whittle them into one.
Yeah.
Yoda. Do or do not. There is no try.
That's the best.
Or I am your father.
I love it.
Iconic, but for us, that Yoda scene makes us cry when we watch it.
And anything
And
that
that's
makes
what
us
you
cry.
fucking judge a scene by.
See, the father thing. I mean, I already knew about that anyway because like I grew up at the wrong time with that. But you can bust nut ones at that. You can bust several nuts over the Yoda scene constantly, and it'll make you cry.
What do you think?
John Williams deserves.
We're not going to get into a discussion about the new Star Wars
If
here.
John Williams-
But I think when you look back, it's a massive, massive difference. It's a gulf in class.
If John
to when you're
Williams needs a heart transplant, and I'm a rightful donor eating 20 pizzas a week, he's in there, all right? Because I owe him everything.
That's fair. Alien Chestburster. Is that on your
How
list
many
as
you
well?
going for here? Hold on. You've had. Wait, do I not get the next one?
Alien Chestburster, just go from there.
Not on my list. Go for it.
It's not on your list.
It should be, but I forgot about it.
Right, there you go. That's going on this list.
What is it?
Yeah,
Put a
it's got
maybe
it.
by it. Put a maybe.
They're all maybes, then we're going to... Then at the end, we're going to go through them.
Well, you're not going to fit
self-interest.
You're not going to fit 30 fucking names on there.
Everyone I've said has gone on here, so what's the point?
All right, let's
Come
go.
on, let's go. We're going to have to really whittle these down now.
Old boy hallway scene.
Not going in.
What? It's a man with a hammer. He's
Take-
got to kill 27 men.
Right, okay.
All right, and it's all like one take.
It's a great scene. It's
Yeah.
not going on the white list.
Are you kidding me?
Here's another one, B, because I think I jumped ahead of you.
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams. Build it and they will come.
Build it, they will come.
That is an unreal shout.
No.
It's not going on the list.
Right, 2 shouts. Is this heaven? No, it's Kansas.
Okay.
But the main
Is
one.
it, doesn't he say Wisconsin?
No!
Okay.
I don't know if he says Kansas,
That's what I'm saying.
but it's not Wisconsin. Is it not Arkansas?
I don't know.
No, it's Kansas.
Screw it.
No, wait.
He just wants to throw a ball.
Why am I saying Kansas?
I don't know. Can we move on to my next one, B? This is where the
I'm
podcast
worried.
drags on because you spent 40
No,
minutes
hold
looking
on,
at the air
hold on,
trying to work out whether he
hold
said
on.
Kansas or Arkansas.
Hold on. We haven't finished here. Field of Dreams.
Are you just reel off every scene of Field of
It's
Dreams?
an incredible film. Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Right.
Right. James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones.
Right, now forget about it, right? The best
Is James
scene-
Earl Jones the voice of the new Venom?
No!
Sounds like he is.
No! The best thing in that film is... Wisconsin!
You were working 3 hours.
Alright. You were at work in 3 hours. It's when he says, do you want to have a game of baseball?
Beat my next one.
When his dad,
That's it.
That's
He just wants
the
to throw a
scene.
ball
It
with
really-
dad.
it kills
That's all
us.
he wants to do.
It really kills us. Oh, I love it.
My next one, Interstellar. No time for caution.
Moving on from this.
We've gone from Field of Dreams to Interstellar. And you know what the worrying thing is? Interstellar's probably going on the list.
Oh my god.
Is Interstellar No Time for Caution go on the list or not, mate? You don't. You would say no. We've got
No.
We've got to whittle
The
this
only
shit down.
scene, I love that scene.
Dun,
The
dun, 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 dun,
The
dun,
only
dun,
scene
dun.
out of Interstellar
Cooper,
go-
this is no time for caution.
The only scene out of Interstellar going in there is when he's going through the messages,
Yeah,
which was shouted before.
That was shouted before.
Because I don't ever cry, but I nearly cried in the cinema.
Did
I was,
you?
I was so close because it really got to us.
You know what I was crying at the other day?
Aye.
Undercover Boss, USA.
What?
And you had to try.
I also cried. I did fully cry out at Field of Dreams.
Who? I'm going through the list again to try and find out who shouted in Interstellar.
It doesn't matter.
Dakota's movies,
Okay,
Interstellar.
well done, Dakota.
Video
movies.
messages. There you go. Right, so it's not going on the list, babe. You to go.
Kill Bill sword creation.
A really, really good scene, but don't think
It's Iowa.
Is it Iowa? So
Iowa.
it wasn't any.
How
So it
could
wasn't Arkansas or Kansas.
Why did it say Kansas? Superman's from Kansas, correct?
Correct.
I thought it was
I
Superman.
know he's from fucking Kryptonite. Right.
Kryptonite.
Okay, come on. What did you say?
Kill Bill when she has to choose a sword.
Unbelievable.
And it's like,
is that after when we think the line that's said in like, is it Japanese?
What?
We thought it was always said
I
in
am
English.
bald.
I am bald. Understand?
It's a bit where she's talking to Hattori Hanzo, and he's like reluctant to give her the sword, and then she mentions Bill,
Yeah.
his former
It's an excellent
apprentice.
scene, but I don't think it can go on
The
the top 10.
music, incredible.
What about
Go forward, yellow-haired warrior.
What about-
and smite my enemies? Oh
some
wow!
of when
I
she
mean, look
uses it?
what?
When she takes on the bloody, what's the gang
Crazy
called?
88.
Crazy 88.
Incredible,
That's a good
but
scene.
like I'm talking about emotionally affect. Like I watch that scene every fucking day and love it and
Fair
love
enough.
it.
Okay, that's.
It makes us tear up. There you
Go
go.
into yours.
I like baseball.
B, I've got Man of Steel. Now this is a dubious one.
Okay,
What are you going to do when you're not saving the world? The end scene.
right.
For me, this is a film that got battered,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm kind of ashamed to say that I liked it.
That's embarrassing.
Is that because of the portrayal of Superman in it? Is that why people hate it?
No, it's because the third act's a
Because he
mess.
snapped someone's neck.
The third act's a mess.
The film's a mess, but it's got certain scenes in which I bloody love.
Some of the stuff with him leaving his dad to die just doesn't make sense.
It's my guilty pleasure of a film. This.
It's not a guilty pleasure though, because it's got some great scenes in, and if we're talking about scenes alone,
Right, I'm talking about the scene.
hold on, you
I'm
should
talking about
never
the
be
scene at the end beat.
You should never be ashamed of any film you.
Right. I'm talking about the scene at the end beat, where he's in front of Kent's grave,
Yes.
his dad's grave, and he's with his mum.
And he says he'll
and
never
his,
see
his mum goes. He says to mum, "I wish he'd seen us like
Right.
I am today."
Uh-huh.
And then she's like, "He did." And it cuts to a scene before when he's a kid. He's got like a red towel off the bloody clothesline.
Yeah.
And he's doing the Superman pose in front of the dog with Hans Zimmer playing in the background. By God, my tears were wet.
Incredible. What's the chances of him picking out a red cloak, which he would later?
It's film, B.
Right.
It's film.
Incredible scene. It's definitely going in the top 10.
Is it going in?
No, maybe.
Fuck's. I'm putting on a maybe.
We're on 43 minutes. Let's speed things up.
Sorry.
Unbreakable. Hero is born.
That's going in.
Boom.
Can we need to discuss Unbreakable?
Okay.
If for anyone who hasn't seen Unbreakable, the film, bloody watch it because this scene is nailed on in the top 10. It's beautiful.
Makes us tear up. Goosebumps down the back of my spine. Maybe as good as the bit where he's lifting the weights where his kid. He's like, how much did you put on then?
Better than that.
Maybe the bit where the music. The main thing is the music does not climax until that bit.
Mm-hmm.
He's got two kids just watching
Just watch the film.
and he just the way he slowly raises himself out. It's
I'm gonna
it's
reel
the
it-
pinnacle.
I'm gonna
of
reel a
that
few
film.
off there.
Yes.
Last of the Mohicans, the ending scene.
We say it's the greatest ending to a film.
It's got a
Of
great.
all time.
It's
So
the
that-
greatest ending to a film of all
The
time.
greatest start and the greatest end has to make it. And we're not talking Rage and
We're
Bull
talking
here.
We're talking about Daniel Day-Lewis, hair blown in the wind, 2 muskets. That's what
Two
we're talking
muskets.
about.
And he's not even aiming. He's just free-handing them, eyeing them up from his midriff.
Good, the bad, and the ugly. Shoot out in the graveyard.
Yep.
That's going down.
Absolutely in there.
And a final one be Blade Runner Teasing Rain.
That's on mine as well.
Right, that's going in as well. Right, you hit us with a few.
Lost in Translation. Alone in Kyoto.
That's Alone in Kyoto is beautiful.
Right.
I bloody love it.
I didn't have
Whether
a
it can go in the
fucking
top
clue what
10, I
was going
don't
on.
think it can. You what?
I didn't have a
You didn't have a clue what was going on.
No, but I
then,
like the
don't you?
music.
I
Because I watched
It
it when I
was
was
good.
10. I was like,
They're just
what
looking-
is this?
they're just-
Film is
she's
more.
she's looking through a temple.
Yes,
I think.
true.
But can we also mention the whisper at the end, where
Yes.
we never find out what Bill Murray said? to
Yeah.
her? It cracked us up a bit. I love that
Oof.
film. That's in one of my top films.
Sweet
it's,
as.
it's definitely in my top 50.
Ratopaco.
It's a Ratapaco.
American History X. I've gone for the laundry scene,
Right.
which is where, plot summary, Nazi's gone to prison, our main character Edward Norton, and he's put in with a fellow black inmate. And the black inmate, he has to do sheets with him to clean the laundry,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't want to talk to him at all. And the black inmate starts making loads of these jokes. He gets one of the sheets and uses it as like a KKK hood, and he cracks him up, even though Edward Norton's trying
Yeah.
to put on a hard facade.
It's great quality.
And if you watch the scene, it's unbelievable, because it's like the coming together of these two characters,
Mm-hmm.
and the turning point. It's called The Turning Point on YouTube. Of him starting to.
See, that's massive. That's more.
Oh, it's
that's more,
unbelievable.
It's more
He's
than,
like,
that's
"Oh,
more
I
than
made you
cinema.
laugh." Yeah, and it's a massive moment, and I really like it.
That's going as a maybe.
I love it. You need to watch it. It's so good to watch.
It's that's more than cinema, and that's what these scenes mean.
Is it giving a false sense of what the real world's like? I don't know,
I
but
don't
I
know.
like to watch it. It makes us feel good sometimes. All
Any
right.
more, B?
Apocalypse Now. Errand boy scene. Marlon Brando right at the end.
Right.
You're just an errand boy sent to collect a bill.
Unreal. Very good impression as well.
Real good. Don't know if it's going in.
It's not going down.
American Psycho. Born White card scene.
A scene we enjoy.
I love.
It's not going in.
Man.
Pale white. Oh my god. You
Christ.
can actually see him sweating. Christian Bale sweating.
Look at the indent lettering raised by 5 inches. It's
Bone shell.
It's
egg
incredible.
white.
Iron Giant Superman scene right at the end.
You love the Iron Giant.
I love the Iron Giant, and I love how a robot is the most human character in the film.
Right.
When would a robot ever say he's Superman
Yeah.
before he dies? Poetic. I love it. Lord of the Rings. Frodo wakes up. Everyone's gonna get onto us because everyone makes fun of this scene because the acting's a bit gay. If they want to say that.
Is that when it's all slow mo jumping
Slow
in the air?
mo,
and
it's
that?
all like, you know what I mean? But
What about?
I love that scene.
There's-
I love that scene.
There's a
And-
lot of scenes if we're going to discuss Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Nick always shouts it. We need to bloody watch these, and we're trying to debate: do we do 3 mini episodes, which is never a mini episode? It's always like 2 hours long, or do we put the 3 into one?
I don't know. All I'm saying is, it's the bit where everyone comes in, and then Sam comes in at the end, and he just looks at them. He says everyone's name. He's like, oh, I think he mutters Sam, but it's like that look, and they don't smile.
yeah,
They're
fair
like,
enough.
that's what I've gone on. And it's ridiculous. It's cheesy is the word I should use. Not gay.
Right.
But I love that scene.
Right, you're wrong. It's the Battle of Minas Tirith. No, but it could also be Riders of Rohan.
Oh, when the king... Eowyn.
For me-
Is it Eowyn?
Right, in
Eowyn's
the full Lord of the Rings, I think this has got to be on the list. Where
You bow to no man.
you bow... No, not that. That's unbelievable. When he wakes, when the king wakes up from
Yes.
his trance.
Maybe the
Yeah.
feel of your sword will help you remember your strength
it's
better.
fucking amazing.
What's the song go like?
Unreal.
And then he's like, my son! Where is my son?
And then is it in the same scene or is it a little bit after when he's like,
Master the Rohirrim!
Gondor calls for aid? And Rohan will answer.
And then
Well-
it comes in for a little bellow. I think that's an entirely different film.
It's going.
Is it?
It might be the third film.
It is. It's a couple of scenes after.
Oh, fair. Right. We're
We're
putting Lord of the Rings in there. We've got to pick the scene.
Master the Rohirrim.
Lord of the Rings has got to be in there at one point. But I'm gonna reel a few more off. 7. What's in the box? We've got
Boom,
that. Yeah,
done.
that's down.
Rambo monologue.
Usual Suspects. Kaiser Soze reveal.
Oh, incredible. What about the
Unbelievable.
lineup scene?
Unbelievable lineup scene.
Go home and
Give me the fucking keys, you fucking cocksucker. Up. Opening scene out of Up. A Man's Life. What
Wow.
we discussed.
Incredible.
It's just incredible.
Pure basic.
It's my favourite Pixar film.
If you are deaf,
Mhm.
you can understand completely through visuals
Yeah.
what's happening, which is the beauty of what it.
I
it should
really
be
want to
doing.
put that on the list, but it's not going on there.
Same. Meet Joe
I've
Black.
got Lost in Translation, The Whisper,
Meet Joe Black
Saving Private
ending.
Ryan.
Meet Joe Black ending.
That's fucking. I love Meet Joe
I
Black.
love Meet Joe Black.
What were
It's
we
over
watching
4
before?
hours.
Was that the first episode?
We were watching
Covenant,
Alien
and we were
Covenant.
like, the pizza came and we
And
swapped
Meet Jo-
over
and
there
Meet Joe
to watch
Black was
Meet
on the
Joe
t-
Black for 10 minutes.
We were like,
we don't want to do the rest of this podcast.
we really want to
Meet
watch Meet Joe Black, but it's on for 4 hours.
I don't think it can go on the list, but what a film that is, Meet Joe Black.
Death and Taxes.
There you go.
Clever.
I've got,
Spartacus.
you go through yours now because I've got like 2 more shows.
Spartacus. I am Spartacus.
Unbelievable not making the list.
Departed elevator scene.
Unbelievable not making the list.
What? Dark Knight. The opening. Not the best bit in the film because we discussed what it is, but it's so
What about
good.
the end of the first Batman Begins?
Oh, I've got
And
a
then you get
got
the
a guy
Joker
with a
Joker
card.
reveal.
The best reveal in any film ever.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
The best ending to any
How
film
much
ever.
did that make you want to watch
That
the next
was
film?
my favourite moment in life.
You didn't need to put a trailer out for the next film.
And you didn't even know what he looked like. It was just,
just
a
a Joker
card. We
card.
didn't have an actor. Did we have an actor at that time?
Do you think Christopher Nolan will ever go back to do any superhero stuff?
I don't want him to. I didn't want him to make the third film because the second one was
You just wanted to
poetic
end- you just wanted to
perfection.
poetically
It was
end the second
poetic
film.
perfection.
Okay.
Anyway,
How many?
that is
have you
one
got
of
like
the best
20 more
endings.
to go.
Yes.
Right, you go.
Kill
I'm
Bill
just gonna
2.
say yes or no.
Kill Bill 2, the ending.
It's not going on the list.
Star Wars, Binary Sunset, Yoda, Vader, done.
That's it.
Viva Vendetta,
Hold
Born.
on. Binary Sun. Yeah, them two are in.
Viva Vendetta, Born in Fire.
Love V for Vendetta. What a good film.
Great soundtrack. Going in.
No,
Good, Bad, Ugly End.
that's in, isn't it?
One for
Whoa, is it? Whoa.
the Ecstasy of Gold.
Yeah, good, bad, ugly. Yeah, that's there.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. The ending.
That's so good. That's going on.
It's in the top 10 already. I don't even need to debate.
Right, it's on.
Raise the Lost Ark. Boulder Scene.
Oh, it's got to be close. Jaws has got to be close. Jaws and the Chum.
Alfred Molina.
Alfred Molina, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2. Dr. Octopus. Fingertips.
I don't think it's going on the list.
You
Next
don't
one.
think it's good? Blade Runner.
Tease and Rain.
Yeah.
Is that on there? That's on.
That's on.
Right, yeah.
Jurassic Park. They do move in herds.
Oh, unbelievable scene. That's it. There's a lot of these that can be in the top 20. How many is he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Jurassic Park. The T-Rex scene.
That's unbelievable.
Jurassic Park. Clever Girl.
I'm just putting T-Rex scene in there. Nick.
Jurassic Park. The bit where he ties both the belt buckles together on the aeroplane helicopter thing.
Straight away.
Jurassic Park.
Straight away, you get an insight into his character.
Jurassic
Just through
Park.
doing something
Chaos
stupid.
Theory.
Beat, how many Jurassic Park shouts have you got?
Jurassic Park. That don't show that in the
Pick
amusement
one.
ride.
It's going on the list. Pick one. What's the best one out of that film?
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
No, it's not. It's
The-
they
reveal
do
it.
move in herds. It's the stupidest line of dialogue I've ever heard, but the
you
whole
reckon?
thing is incredible. It's
Yeah.
the music.
Fuck it, do it. Right, it's going off.
E.T.
It's got it. Right, we're doing the top 15. It's not necessarily top 10. All I'm going to do is list the ones that would be the top whatever.
E.T.
E.T.'s in there.
Elliot. Close Encounters.
Beautiful. Not going on.
Any more?
My last two are Dad Shout, Gladiator,
Yep.
Maximus Decimus Meridius.
Yep.
It's a hell of a shout, that, like. And you guys thought I wasn't making it.
What's that?
RoboCop when he exits the garage after catching the keys.
What he took 40 takes to do.
I just Paul Verhoeven is the greatest director ever to live.
Greatest, without a shadow of a doubt.
That scene, we looked at each other and were like, shit's going down.
The theme's coming.
You don't want it in, do you?
Nah.
Fuck's sake. Right, I've got a list. I think I missed the last two out.
I've just remembered one. And
Okay.
this breaks me heart. Truman Show.
Do we pause and try and put these in order and then come back?
Okay.
Right, we're going to pause. We're going to put these in order. We're going to give you the definitive list.
Is the Truman Show made it in or not?
If the Truman Show's not made it in, pause that beat. Right, we've tried to order them for 20 minutes.
Right.
We've managed to whittle it down to a 10 that we're not happy about,
Not at all.
but
I hate it.
we're not even going to try and put them in order from like 1 to 10 or whatever. So I'm going to reel them off beat.
Right.
Here are the definitive, talking crass, top 10 greatest movie scenes in film. First one to mention. I really wish I hadn't wrote Shaving Ryan's Private. It's Saving Private Ryan beat. I was going to say Omaha beat scene there.
It is?
It is, isn't it? Yeah. Unbelievable. It's in there. Best opening 10 minutes of any film we've ever watched. You don't mind making that statement, but we're going there. And you love listening to the music as well.
Incredible.
Next one, Dark Knight. Ending scene, but that's because it means a lot to me and Beat. It's our favourite film of all time.
We love it.
We still haven't done it. We're keeping that for this year is a 10-year anniversary, so we're going to do it then.
Right.
Just the way that Batman's portrayed as being that anti-hero, which I absolutely loved.
It's
I don't know if they want to say anything else on that, but
music.
everything.
It's not a Batman film, but it still kind of pays massive homage to. It's like just a really good crime thriller.
Yeah.
With the Joker in, but the Joker's not terribly. Somehow they got the Joker right in a massively different way, which is just insane.
I'm excited to see what's coming from this Martin Scorsese Joker film, though.
Is that happening?
I hope it
That
bloody
sounds
happens.
like a
I hope
goddamn
it bloody
pipe
happens.
dream.
But we've got 7. What's in the box?
Yeah.
Self-explanatory. Very shocked when I watched this. Really, really hit the heartstrings. Like
Oh, he didn't.
Brad
know.
Pitt's acting, unbelievable in it as well.
Oh, Brad Pitt's right. By the way, right. I know,
We watched this in Hitchin this weekend.
I know people
and it's
like.
No.
I know what was that. I know
trying
people
to-
like Leonardo DiCaprio, right? But I think he's nowhere near Brad Pitt, and I think Brad Pitt's a really good actor,
Unbelievable.
like a much better actor than Leonardo DiCaprio.
But we've got Star Wars Binary Sunset. Just again, what a bloody scene. You can watch that and it just raises hope. It's
Raises hope.
It's about. This is what film is about. It's about watching something. Luke Skywalker's in everyone. He's a boy who just wants to make good, and he's not given the opportunity to. But then he goes out and does it anyway. I don't know, B. It tears at the heartstrings.
I like the words. All I'm saying is, it does something with my spine, and I can't scientifically explain it, even though you can.
I take Binary Sunset beat, and for everyone who thinks we're Star Wars haters because we don't like the new film, we've got Yoda. Do or not try. It's in.
Do or not try. That
Do or
famous
do-
line.
Do or do not. There is no try.
My
Again,
favourite
we
bit.
mentioned it when we were talking about it. It just sends shivers down your spine again, beat, doesn't it?
Do. No try. Whatever that is.
It's just the fact that something so little can hold so much power.
true.
I don't know. Do you want to say anything more about?
Not this crude matter. We are made up of.
That's it.
Luminous beings
If you're
away, John.
ever feeling down, just whack that scene on, and it just makes you proud of film.
That's it,
That's
like.
what it's all about. But next one we've got Unbreakable, the scene that we mentioned. What is it? Orange Man. That's what it's called. If you want to hit it up on YouTube, just put Unbreakable Orange Man scene in.
It's called Orange
But
Man.
I reckon you should watch the film.
I call it Hero is Born scene.
Why?
It's the turning point of his character arc.
Where you understand.
He's in full costume. It's the first time we see him in like that. No, we've seen him before that, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Beat Last of the Mohicans.
Greatest
Sum it
end.
up. The ending.
Greatest end to any film.
You've
We've
got 10 seconds to sum it up.
Daniel Day-Lewis, mullet, double musket, not even aiming them. Mohicans, bad guys, win, but then they lose at the end, just.
On a cliff.
On a cliff, and the cameramen are on a cliff, 100 feet in the air, and there's no safety at all.
Unbelievable.
And Daniel Day-Lewis is going 100 miles per hour, and he hasn't even got the arm. He's got 2 muskets underneath his elbows.
There you go. Beat next one. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Shootout at the cemetery.
The Ecstasy of Gold. One of my favourite piece of sound ever done. Ennio Morricone. We've got one of my favourite characters.
There's not
the
one
man with no
There's
name.
not one bit of dialogue spoken in about. I want to
It's
say.
literally 14 minutes.
I want to say at least 3 minutes.
And we've got like the most
Of
whip
no-
pans I've ever seen, and he just lands on that, and then it's
and then
so
it's a little
good.
twist at the end. But we've got Blade Runner, Teasing Rain. I'll put this one in for you, really,
Aye,
because is this your favourite of all time?
it's one of again music.
Do you want to recite it a little bit or not?
Yeah,
Go on then.
I've seen things that you people wouldn't. I don't know if you people wouldn't believe. Was it Stars Off the Shoulders of Orion? And it's like all those moments lost in time,
It's just unbelievable.
like tears in rain.
It's,
Time to die. I mean,
well, I don't want to say soliloquy. It's not a soliloquy.
it's a soliloquy. I don't know what that means.
What do you call it when someone just speaks to the camera?
Monologue.
Monologue. Unbelievable. And then finally, I can't believe we're missing Lord of the Rings off. American History X, Jurassic Park, E.T., Jaws, Man of Steel. We've got One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. What a film. What an absolute... Why have we not done that?
This, you know, with spoils for Game of Thrones, right?
Right, yeah.
You know the season 3 finale, and how much that affected you. Well, I'm
Yeah.
not even spoiling it, but you know how
That's
that
it, but yeah.
the big thing, the red wedding, that was spoiled for us, but it hurt you for like a month straight.
I was...
Or still hurt to this
I was
day.
dead. I judge everything. I judge every TV show to how that made me feel.
And the first time I saw the ending of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, because the character, which is it Murphy?
Yeah. Is it not McMurphy?
McMurphy.
Mac, he's called Mac.
Mac. He's so full of life. That ending destroyed us for like 2 weeks. I've never been so gutted in my life.
Yeah.
Spoilers, of course, for all. But
It's been out for a while. It's your 10-year test.
oh,
What's
man.
the 10-year test been? You're allowed to say
the
it.
10-year
It's gotta be 10
test.
year.
Retroactively,
You're allowed to
the
spoil
Dark Knight
anything.
could be spoiled in like 2 to 3 months, even though we've already spoiled
Yeah.
it.
It's got to be 10 year, and then you can start saying spoilers in Talking Crass style.
But there's poetry to the ending as well, with the chief obviously finally becoming free. It's maybe an analogue for the Indian people of America, which is
Right,
clever
yeah.
as well. But oh man,
Juicy fruit.
it's a real good depiction of death, because like it's like how them lively characters who go in your life are so much more missed when it's just nothing there.
Comes to a hell of an end. The
Oh,
film
killer.
comes to a hell of an end.
It's awful, but I love it, and that's why. Maybe my favourite scene of all time. I don't know.
And beat that wraps it up. Really.
That's it, mate.
I hope we haven't offended anyone with our top 10.
I said gay.
Like I said before. Oh God.
That's my fault. But I mean, I
Forget
made
it.
a
It's
joke
fine.
about
It's okay. It was.
I'd suck someone off. There you go. Sexuality isn't a thing. But there you go.
I got told the other day not to say man up
Right.
by someone.
Uh
So like I let it live for like 5 minutes.
huh. Right.
And then it says, "Hey man, binary up, will ya?"
Whoa! We should say binary sunset up.
I know.
Very good.
It didn't go down well.
All I'm saying is, if you want to be called something, I'll do it.
Exactly. We
It's
don't
not
wanna
too
hurt-
much to me.
We don't want to hurt people's feelings.
But you know what I mean. Just chill out sometimes.
Well, it's been a pleasure. I don't know whether Solo's going to be our next one.
Right.
We'll have a look. We should be finished uni. We should have
Should.
time.
Should be.
We've got a hell of a lot of films and a lot of time to do this list. The ones we haven't done on Talking Crass, I think we've got evidence to do them now.
Love it.
Okay? People, it's been a pleasure. Follow us at Talking Crass on Twitter. You can hit us on Facebook. We're also on YouTube. Give us a subscription on there. hit the bell. I don't know why everyone says that, but
What?
feels nice to say it.
Hit the bell.
Anything that gets uploaded, like, goes straight on your feed or something. I'm not bothered. Just subscribe. We need subscribers. Because then we're going to have an actual... what's the website name called? Like, in your...
Or wecanmakemoneyoffyou.com.
No. We're currently like user 1,400 and like.
Oh, right,
You know what
I
I mean?
get you.
We get talking crass. We've got 100 subscribers. Anyway,
I thought you were making a money joke.
yeah, we're on Podbean as well. Also hit us up on SoundCloud. That's where we put most of our stuff, and it's a good place to talk about the episode and talk about what you think. So if rather than having to do it in characters on Twitter, you can jump on the comments on the SoundCloud and just absolutely hammer us and say, why the hell is this film not in there?
Unbelievable.
What, you call yourselves a film podcast?
Disgusting.
We ain't going anywhere.
No, we're not. Before we end,
Yeah.
have we thanked the donation?
Oh, to Nick at
Yes.
Just Another Game blog. We've got a link on the... Well, I'll keep linking it. I'll link it before we do the Coast to Coast for Charlie Crease, who's got cerebral palsy.
Mm-hmm.
Nick donated £30, which was miles too much. I was
Absolutely
asking like
ridiculous.
£2, and it's just such a nice gesture.
It's a lot of
And
money.
It's just great. It just shows the community of podcasting, which I absolutely love. And let's never change. And let's keep it going.
And it's not one of them bullshit, like... I mean, I'm not the most charitable person because of... I don't know. You don't exactly know where your money's going, but I hope you can trust us in saying that that is first hand going to...
GoFundMe's like, you've got to get like proper...
But still, though, with this little lad, that's definitely going to us like something practically going to enjoy, like make his life better. So we really appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate it, people.
And that is all.
Anyway, thanks for listening. We'll be back soon. Hopefully not in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Less.
Deadpool.
Deadpool's going to be in there. Solo or Deadpool. I don't know when does Deadpool come out soon?
Deadpool 2 might be out now.
Okay.
Who knows?
We've still got to watch Rampage as well.
Rampage. I've also got to watch The Godfather.
Yeah. Hopefully Beetle have seen The Godfather next time he comes on and be able to talk about it. See you later, people.
Bye bye.